What's happening, everyone? Nicky Hawkins here, West Ham Fan TV. We did do this the other day, mate, but we didn't record it, so we just ended up having a chat.
It was a nice chat, though.
Yeah, it was a nice chat. Of course it was. So the day of the game has come along. West Ham Liverpool tonight. I'm here with Chris from the brilliant Redmen TV. How you doing, mate?
I'm all right, mate. I'm not too nervous about the game tonight. That will come, though. I always do get nervous before every game, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm all right at the moment, mate.
Well, to be honest with you, mate, to make a long preview short, we're not expecting much. So, what sort of form do we find Liverpool in?
We're in all right form, you know. Decent,
oh, really?
I'd say. Yeah, I'd say it's pretty decent at the moment. It's mad. This Liverpool side's crazy, you know. I mean, you know, you saw probably Ole Gunnar Solskjaer talking about us a couple of weeks ago when we beat them, and you know how we're a long ball side and all this, and you know we do play a lot of long balls, we do, but the long passes rather than long balls. You know, we're not hitting it up to Niall Quinn to knock down to Kevin Phillips style footy, you know what I mean? It's into the channels, it's for Salah to chase, but we do that when teams are pressing us high, and it's how we get around their press, and we force them off a bit with a few long balls, and then we start knocking it around. It's quite clever, actually. I think one of the things that we do better than anyone is we can play any style of football, you know. Talking about this yesterday to David Maddock, the Mirror journalist, how, you know, Klopp's built a side that can play anyway. If you want to play tiki-taka with us, we can do that. If you want to play long ball, we can play long ball. If you want to play direct or counter-attack, and we can do that. You want us to attack down the wings, we've got a bit of that. Down the middle, we can do everything. We're actually like the most complete football side I have ever seen in a Liverpool.
What about a team that comes to you that don't want to play football, that just wants to stand there like statues? What can you do against them?
We'll probably just pass it round. It's what we've tended to do, you know. But like, look, here's the thing. I think the Premier League is one of the hardest leagues in the world to win is because there isn't just one style of football. You know, you can look at La Liga, and pretty much, bar maybe Atletico, they all play a very, very similar style of football. So you've got to build a side that can play each and every way. And I think that's what Klopp's done. Like, look, don't get me wrong, I love watching Manchester City play. And I think when they are on it, they're the best footballing side in the world. But they have one way of playing. And it's incredible that they've only got one way of playing, and they're able to beat sides left, right and centre with just that one way of playing. But Liverpool have built a completely different way.
I mean, what must it like? But look, I can't relate. What must it be like, you know, it must have been so disappointing last year to sort of fall at the last. Obviously, it was made up by Champions League. But did you honestly think it was going to go again? Did you think it was going to be, well, I'm going to say this easy, but, you know, it's never easy, is it?
No, I don't think so. And, you know, I think for me, there was a point last season where I thought we were going to win the league. And then that was really ended with Vincent Kompany sticking one in from 40 yards or whatever it was. It was against Leicester. And then that was the Monday night. And then we were playing, I think it was the Wednesday night against Barcelona, and we were 3-0 down. And it just felt like the entire season was going to unravel in 3 days. Yeah. And obviously Barcelona happens, and that was incredible. And we go on, and you can kind of put the disappointment of the Premier League to one side slightly because of the Champions League. But it's how you react to that, isn't it, Nicky? And I think what we've seen over the years is when Liverpool have ran the league close, 2008, 2009, 2013, 14, we've just died a death the next season, and it's all kind of fallen apart. I didn't feel like that was going to happen this time, because I felt like, you know, after losing the League Cup to City, after losing the Europa League final to Sevilla, after losing against Real Madrid, you've not seen the side fall apart. They've come back. They've maybe not been better every season afterwards, but they've improved in some ways. So I always felt like we got the right type of people and the right manager in charge to just go on and get better. And obviously that's what we've done.
It's the right mentality, isn't it? He instills the right mentality. I think that's the key. What you made of West Ham this year?
Pretty poor, to be honest, Nicky. You know, from what I have seen of them, and I've not seen them for a full 90 minutes because we have not played it yet. But I've seen it on Match of the Day every single week, and maybe I'm not the best person to judge, but it looks like the club's in complete disarray. Feel sorry for the West Ham fans. You know, I was saying this to you the other day. I think that, you know, as far as how fan bases follow their club, I see a lot of similarities between West Ham fans and Liverpool fans. Like, the love of the club is above all else type of thing. And, you know, you really want to go and you want to show your support. And it looks to me from the outside looking in like they're really testing that at the moment with the ridiculous decisions that West Ham board seem to be making week in, week out.
if we were going to beat Liverpool, if anyone could beat Liverpool, what would you have to do?
Well,
I
I'd
don't
start
think you're
with
going to have an answer, are you?
no,
'Cause-
no. The toughest games we've had this season are where a team has played two up top, and I think we
that's
find
us
it.
finished then.
I think we find it quite comfortable when there's a team playing one up top against us. But if you can take advantage of Trent and Robbo being quite high up the pitch, and you can play two forwards on Gomez and Van Dijk, and then stretch probably into the space that Trent vacates, then you're in and have your other forward run to the back post and take Van Dijk out of the equation.
Yeah.
You can get into a one-on-one situation with the other centre half, which I'd imagine tonight will be Joe Gomez. That puts you in a good position. We saw Sheffield United do it really, really well against us and put us under some serious cosh. And it was Joe Matip at the time, and Joe Matip stood up to it. 3 or 4 occasions, he won 3 of the tackles, and Alisson made 1 save. And Napoli, they did exactly the same to us. 2 up top, stretched our defence wide when the fullbacks had gone high, hit those channels quickly, and that's how we seem to have a few little problems and stuff. So that would be, if I was trying to come up with a way of stopping Liverpool and scoring against them, that would be the sort of first thing I'd try.
I wouldn't expect any of that to happen tonight. I'd expect us to line up the same, one up top, Haller isolated, Zabaleta fucking flapping at the thought of Salah running towards him. I'll be honest with you, mate. I don't like to say this, but I can see a Liverpool good hiding tonight, to be quite honest with you, and I think it's going to be a very comfortable night. But they have shocked me in the past, so you never know. How do you expect this one to go?
I'd guess it would be something like, hopefully, a 2-0 to Liverpool, something like that. I don't see that we go out and blitz teams. We're not Manchester City, you know what I mean? I think we've got a little bit more street smart over the last year, and that's not to say that City aren't, by the way. But once we get a couple of goals up, we just drop back a little bit and sit back and trust in our defence. And there's no we're not trying to run up 6 goals every game. When we get into a leading position, we just decide to conserve energy, wait for the next game, and that's the way that Liverpool have been doing it, and we can defend now, and that's crucial if you want to win a league title, I've been told. I've not seen it for a long time, so that's the way I think it will go down. I think we get a goal probably between 15 and 30 minutes, maybe 1 second half, and the game is hopefully put to bed.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, mate. If the thing that I worry about is if that does happen, a goal within the first 15, 20 minutes, and then another one early second half, we capitulate, and you won't even need to get out of that second gear to start to rack them up. Yeah, that's one worry that I've got. We've got a new signing, so there might be a little bit of a what do you call a goodwill factor around the club today. So there might be a little bit of I'm hoping this. This is I'm clutching at straws here, to be honest. There might be a little bit of uplift in the spirits, but to be fair, when fans and players look at it, they're going to look at this as a bonus, and I don't think it's a bonus we're going to win.
No, I think that's one of the things that we've come across quite often this season is that, especially teams coming to Anfield, they're not coming for a win. There doesn't seem to be belief in sides anymore. And, again, I keep referencing City because I think they're the yardstick in the Premier League at the moment. And you could say that Liverpool are this season, of course, but we've not won it yet. And when you look at teams that go to the team that's at the top of the table, quite often they're just like, well, let's conserve energy and get 3 points in the next game. And it's such the wrong way to go about it because you're just playing into our hands, and there doesn't seem to be belief when you come to Anfield or even when you're playing us that you can get something out the game. And that's the exact opposite of what this Liverpool side has. We're a goal down against Aston Villa with fucking 2 minutes to go and we win the game 2-1. It's mad. I used to say about Manchester United sides, they're lucky and all this type of stuff. It ain't luck. It ain't luck that Manchester United used to get winners in the 93rd minute all the time. And they tire the opposition out and they play until the final whistle, and they believe that they're going to win the game, and that's what this Liverpool side has got. Well,
thanks for giving me the good news, mate. I'm sure I'll catch up with you tomorrow or something after this game. Hopefully, there's some sort of miracle on the horizon, but I can't see it. Thank you very much to Chris from the Redmen TV for joining us today for this opposition preview. Go and check out his stuff. I've done a video on his channel a couple of days ago. Go check that out. I'm a little bit more somber today than I was the other day. I was agitated.
Yeah, is it that you're tired, mate? It's quite early this morning.
Yeah, I am.
I got the feeling that I woke you up when I rang you.
No, I was just I hadn't been awake for long, but yeah, I was just doing some work. But
Yeah, I
yeah,
look better anyway, mate.
yeah, it's getting a little bit better. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to watch what's going on tonight.
You did say that to me. I hope it goes to the other eye, so I can't watch the game. I don't think you've been that lucky, mate. Maybe without bad luck, you'd have no luck at all.
No, but go and check out the Redmen TV. It's absolutely brilliant. Been going for years and years. The granddaddy of fan channels. That's where we get our inspiration from. And thank you very much to Chris. One thing left to say from me. Come on, you irons.
Up the fucking Reds.